Hello, I'm Stanley Hetzel. I'm sitting in the window here at Market Block Books where a lot of fun little events take place. And today I want to talk about the new titles that we have released today. I have a stack here next to me, so I'll try to run through these as smoothly as possible. The first one I have for you is called Privacy by Keizer. It's pretty appropriate these days because it talks about how we are giving up our privacy in so many ways, especially in the age of Facebook. But not just Facebook, it's always including credit cards. Take a look at that. The little book, but full of lots of information. The second book I have here is called How to Be a Person. It's sort of your non-traditional send the kid off to college kind of book. Not for the innocent. Let me just say that right now. There's some edgy stuff in here. Certainly a lot of kids will probably like it. A lot of parents will probably hate it. But it's unique. I'll just say now that Dan Savage is one of the contributors to that. So if you don't know who Dan Savage is, then you know nothing except that it's a good little book. Maybe not a good little book. You'll see. The next book I have is called Bed, and this is a story of a guy who, at the age of 25, is fed up with life and goes back to his childhood home and doesn't leave the bed for a couple of decades, and becomes the world's fattest man. He has a celebrity all over the world and a cult following, and yet something's still not quite right. Imagine that. British author. This is his first debut. His name is David Whitehouse. The next book is a novel just released in paperback, and it is Adam Johnson, the orphan master's son. Imagine Dickens set in North Korea. The main character's father runs an orphan farm, and that's where all the trouble starts. The next book I have is called My Favorite Fangs. It is a story about the Von Trapp family vampires, and it's as weird as you might imagine. Instead of a mother superior, there's a mother zombie who just thinks our favorite Maria is nothing but a little whore. But she likes her for that because she brings them bodies. What are you going to do? I have a children's book next called Liar and Spy by Rebecca Stead, or Stead. I'm not really sure how to say that name. She wrote When You Reach Me, which I thought was an amazing story. This one takes place in Brooklyn, 7th graders, a similar age group as her previous book. And it deals with spying, as you can tell by the binoculars there and the word spy, and bullies. But you can be sure that this is not going to be your typical middle reader, ages 8 to 12. She's a good writer. Next is Benjamin Black's newest book called Vengeance. This is set in Ireland. It's a story of a man who commits suicide in front of his son and someone else. And the question is it really suicide? And then who is going to exact vengeance after this death? And the detective in this series is called Detective Inspector Hackett, and he calls on a pathologist named Quirk to help solve this crime. Neal Stephenson is a pretty popular science fiction writer. His last book is called Lindy, which just came out in paperback. And this is a collection of essays that he's written from 1993, I think, to 2011, on all kinds of topics, from movies to politics. Double Crossed by Ben Macintyre is next on the list. Susan Taylor raved about this book. It is about spies in England during World War II, specifically how the British would turn the German spies to become double spies, hence the double cross. And they actually had an organization called XX, which was the 20 organization, hence the double cross. Lots of good World War II images in here, stories, and spy. If you like good spy stories, this is a real one, not fiction. The next is our beloved Julia Child, who on August 15th celebrates, or would have celebrated her 100th birthday. We will celebrate it here, of course. This is Bob Spitz's biography about Julia Child. I almost said Julie Andrews. You're going to love it. And last, and certainly not least, is a children's book by our own and also beloved Matthew McElligott, Even Aliens Need Snacks. Great little story about this boy who opens up, instead of an ice cream stand, or a lemonade stand rather, he opens up a snack stand for aliens. Terrific. These are the books. They're available here at Market Block Books and at the Bookhouse in Stuyvesant Plaza in Albany. Check our webpage out if you need to. We share the webpage with the Bookhouse. You can order online or just call us at the store. Thanks for watching.